your Maya open, and this is just a quick overview. Now, as animators, we're not going to overcomplicate. There's only literally 3 tools you need for animating. So this is going to be short and sweet, and you don't need to worry about all this other stuff. We can teach this as we go along. But the main thing for animators is a graph editor, which is here. You're going to be using this throughout your animation journey. This is your best friend. And I'll explain all of these tools in more detail in the next video, or the videos coming up. This will be in detail. I will show you everything about this. So don't worry about that. Although it's not as complicated as it looks. And then also perspective view, this viewport. If you come here to the corner, you can split it into 4. When we do walks or jumps or the bouncing ball, we'll be using the front view or the side view here to do our work. So we'll get used to working in these. And then obviously when we're doing more action stuff, we'll come into here. Mainly side and front are very good for animating and blocking out first, the legs and then the hips. So that's your space bar. When you press space bar, you can make it bigger and smaller. And you just have to make each window active before you can make it bigger. So you choose your window. So this, the graph editor, the viewport you're doing work in, and this timeline. This timeline is your companion as well. You're going to be using this a lot. You can change the range below here to 100, or you can change it to 1000. Doesn't matter. And then here you have a little range where you can bring frames back. So say if you want to work on 30 frames, you can do that, or you can just type it in here, 30. Okay. And then you have settings here. So for example, when you load Maya, your height would probably be small like this. I like to keep it on 2, or you can have on 4 if you want, depending on yourself. Also the tick size, which I'll just quickly create a sphere. And I'll talk more about the manipulators in the next video. But basically, if I press S, a keyframe will be set on the bottom here, you see. Now here, you can change the size. So you can do 1, which is thin, 2, 3, 4, and it's thicker on 5. I like to keep it on 2, but choose what you feel. And then you don't have to worry too much about these settings. It's mainly the time slider. And if you want, you can interface here. Some people would like this cleaner, so you can just get rid of these, and you can see all the panels going away, or you can just keep them, depending, entirely up to you. And here as well, you can get rid of all of these. Well, you need a time slider, but you can check all this off. So however you feel comfortable, you can do that. And also you can come in here and you can tear off windows, and then you can go here and you can press this top bit, which gets rid of the windows so they're floating. So sometimes when you come here and you want to show stuff, you have to keep going back and keep going back. So you can just tear it off and just quickly do that. So just to keep it simple, because you don't want to overcomplicate, animation is very, want to keep everything simple in animation. Simple is the best. So the orbiting is done by pressing the Alt button and the left mouse key, and then your timeline at the bottom here, and your graph editor. That's all you're going to need, more or less. You won't need nothing else. It's very, very simple. Okay, so now on to the next video.